Um, but yeah, and if you're essentially with that example of like the fish and the monkey, you know, if you're testing someone based on something that may not necessarily be their strong suit in a different way, right? Then that they intake information, it may come off as in this person is not as intelligent as the other person, you know.
I agree.
But it could just mean that people have their strong suits, and then also on top of that, people just take information in differently. And I think honestly, I think it wasn't until recently that like teachers and schools really try to cater towards like how does everyone learn.
I agree. So okay, to that, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if one is a visual learner and the other one learn from hearing, he learns better from hearing or whatever, audible,
yeah.
right?
Or reading and
reading,
writing.
right? So some people are more practical, right? They
Yep,
gotta be
you have
hands
to
on,
do it. Yeah.
right? So okay, let's just say those three aspects. We have audible, visual, hands on, right?
Oh yeah, what are the different ways? I think
Of learning, I think
those
it's like,
are the three. I feel like we're missing
I think it's more
one.
than
Yeah, I think
uh,
we're missing.
it's a couple ways that people learn. What are the ways?
Learning styles. So there's auditory.
Okay, that's like
Learners tend to learn best when the subject matter is reinforced by sound.
okay.
So they prefer to listening to lectures over reading notes.
Okay. And then we have
Visual learners
Okay.
absorb information best when they can visualize relationships and ideas. Maps, charts, diagrams, and even essays work well with visual learners.
and what's the other one?
Reading and writing learners. Reading and writing learners are extremely comfortable with the written word. They prefer to consume information by reading text that can, and then they can further absorb. And then there's kinesthetic, the ability to know where the parts of your. Oh, okay. So the learning styles, though, individuals who prefer to learn by doing, so
Okay,
they enjoy
that's funny.
hands-on experience.
Because you
And
say
things like that.
calisthenics, that's like a workout, like, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, but yeah, I get what you said. Okay. So okay.
Actually, there are a couple other ones. What is this?
I think
Actually, no, this is the same. Logical. Learners tend to learn best by using strategies and their scientific way of thinking.
okay. So,
So-
there's different ways. I think the main
But I think those are the main
four
ones.
is what we just named.
Yeah.
So okay, let's just say again, right? Just to kind of like poke holes of what you just said, right? Two kids,
Mm-hmm.
they go through these four attributes of learning, and one guy is always better than the other in all four
Oh.
categories, right? He always visual learning. Let's just say the other guy's strong suit is visual, right? And his strong suit is what's the other one? Audio, right?
Auditory. or
Auditory,
something
right?
like that.
And then let's just say when they go on each other side,
Mm-hmm.
right, where they where they strong at, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's just say one always still outperform the other person, whether it's visual or audio, right? Then what do you say then? Is that still nurture, or that just simply nature? My genetic is just better than yours.
Yeah. In that case, I would say if if there's still one person
'Cause
in
that
the
happens.
same exact thing, and yes, yes, person B learns better by doing this, but person A just
Better
even in
everything.
that way is always just coming and testing better than person B.
Yeah.
Yeah, then I think in that case, then like it may be genetics, it may
That's just
be
gifts.
gift, understanding. There's some people that just don't understand certain things, even though I think a lot of things can be taught and can be practiced. But I do agree, like there are a ton of people that are like that.
Yeah.
And in that case, like it's important to know yourself, and it's important to know, like, okay, I'm the type of person where I need to sit and reread this homework, redo the exams, re-listen to the lectures 5 times.
Yeah.
And I know that's when work ethic comes in. Because even in even athletes, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes athletes, a lot of times they're gifted, but sometimes
Hard work
it's
always beat
even the
talent.
harder worker that actually ends up beating the talent, because you know where your weak point is. And because you know where your weak point is, you're like, I need to sit here and
you work at it.
And in all 4 method of these learning methods, I need to sit here for this exam and sit here and do it 10 times. And when I do it 10 times, that's how I'm going to reach to person A's testing level.
Yeah, correct.
And you have to. And then I think even in doing that, they start like, it starts becoming their methodology with everything. Correct. And then they actually, like, even places where a person, like, the main person who's really naturally good at things, even in areas where, like, they don't know or they're not sure, etc., person A starts to use that strategy for everything and can easily excel. So don't allow yourself to be.
So in conclusion here.
Yeah.
So this what we, so nature versus nurture, or is it nature stronger than nurture? So we concluded that it all depends on the person. Like we said, the expert says it can go both ways. They both are a key factor, which I agree. Based on my experience and my knowledge, I would say that nurturing is a little bit stronger than nature, right? And I will agree with that part. I would say nature is stronger than nurture. I agree on that part. So, and we gave some examples. Some of the examples were extreme. Obviously, this is like the 1%. That one guy that just like genetically gifted. He's just smart.
Yeah.
But on average, we believe that a person that put in the time, that work harder, that spend more time on the what is it called, whatever it is at task.
Yep.
Right. They're gonna be more likely, more have an advantage and intellectually more inclined than the next person that don't put as much work
effort and time.
Yeah, even if you have talent, the hard work always going to beat that person. So in conclusion, we have nature is not stronger than nurture. Nurture is a little stronger than nature.
Yeah. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you check down below for more, and don't forget to subscribe.